So draft order. I went ahead and did a random number generator, and in my room I just declared Ryan, hit the button. Christine, hit the button. So everyone has a random number right now. Do we want to do golf style where the lowest numbers are best, or every other sport where the highest numbers are best?
I say every other sport where the highest is the best.
Highest is best?
I'll never default to golf.
Okay. Are we all in agreement
Good
there?
Good man, Brandon.
Thank you, Christine.
Okay, so the highest numbers are best, which means Adam, you got 99, so you'll be the first draft pick.
Nice, 99.
Christine, you got 70, so Christine will be the second draft pick. I got 38, so I'll be the third draft pick, and Brandon, you got 30, so you'll draft.
Hey, I'd like to do the golf method actually.
Okay.
The lowest number.
Perfect. Welcome to our selection spectacle with the NFL draft going on Zoom. We decided we could not let that slide. So we brought on some friends. What we're going to do is we're going to draft our favorite or our ideal in-person drafting spectacle. Basically the experience. It doesn't matter if it's an NFL draft, NBA draft, whatever. We're going to be drafting what we think would be the best experience for a live draft. So to do that, we have brought on two of our great friends from the Thunder Beat. We've got Brandon Rahbar from Daily Thunder. Brandon, welcome along and good luck.
Hey, thank you, man. I got the last pick in this draft, so I'm a little nervous here.
He's a little nervous. Thankfully, it's a snake draft. So last pick in the first round, but you get the first pick in the second round. So
yeah, I'm pretty excited about that.
Okay, and then also joining us, we have Addam Fransisco of SuaveReport.com. Adam is the Suave Report, actually.
Yes.
Not of. Adam is Suave Report. Adam, welcome along.
Thank you for having me on. I'm a little nervous because I have the number one pick, so the complete opposite reason why Brandon's nervous. But we're going to get this going.
And this should be fun. We've been informed that this is Adam and Brandon's first Zoom. So Christine, high five. We did it. We got some more people onto the platform. Hopefully that Zoom money is going to be coming in sometime, right?
Hey, I got to be honest. I'm going to start using this for my Daily Thunder podcast. I like this more than Skype. So yeah, if you guys get some sort of commission or something, I'll throw it your way.
I think everyone across the country is just fingers crossed that you don't get hit with that 40-minute time limit. I think that's what Zoom's not paying anyone, but they've just kind of like taken that off for everybody during this time. So
right.
So all right, so we'll be drafting for our experience. Obviously, your draft has to happen somewhere, so you're going to have a location. That'll be one thing you draft. You get 2 slots on your team for musical artists to perform. Again, this is for the in-person live experience. Obviously, if you're watching from home, in between picks, you go to the analysts. That's fine. But in person, you don't have that. So we're going to have 2 musical artists to perform and then 1 celebrity host that can come out in between the picks and entertain the people that have gathered for the in-person draft. So as we have mentioned, the draft order will be Adam at number 1, our very own Christine at 2. I will be drafting 3, and Brandon will be bringing up the rear in the first round. It is a snake draft. So do you guys have any other questions before we hop into our selection spectacle? No?
Good. I think I get it. Yeah, let's do this.
Addam Fransisco, you are on the clock.
How long is the clock?
Just, as long as, just don't take too long,
Okay, well, I'm thinking, I can't make any other selection without a location. Basically, my location is going to pretty much map out everything else. So I'm going to go with, Christine, you're going to love this, Houston, Texas, a city that I actually don't like very much, but Houston, Texas.
All right, first pick off the board. Adam's taking Houston. That's not what I would have expected to be the first city off the board.
Definitely not, no.
Why Houston? I got to know, why Houston?
Because of the don't worry about it. The rest of my draft picks will.
Okay.
Okay.
Wait and see.
I see. All right.
Whatever.
All right, Christine.
So since we have previously stated this isn't strictly NBA, NFL, it's not strict to America, my pick is going to be Ibiza.
Whoa.
All right.
I don't even know. Where is Ibiza?
Wait.
The party capital of Europe.
I mean, anywhere.
Yeah, like you can put it anywhere, right?
Oh, God dang it. Wow.
It could be anywhere.
All right. Houston, Texas it is.
Going to Ibiza, party it up, have a good time, you know?
I gotta say, I think that that Christine is doing better than Adam so far. Given the first two pick, that's my analysis so far of this draft.
Hashtag analysis.
This is kind of the Sam Bowie, Michael Jordan situation. Yes. Adam took Sam Bowie with Houston.
Yeah. Oh, poor Adam. But yeah, so now you know it can be anywhere. We didn't specify. I'm going to Ibiza.
Adam, as one of my favorite movies, Inception, once said, "You mustn't be afraid to dream bigger, my darling." This is your ideal draft experience, and you want to go to Houston. Okay, that's fine. Nothing wrong with Houston.
Listen, don't say that shit about Houston. It's a good time. I'm just saying, I'm going somewhere. I'm going across the pond.
Yeah, Sam Bowie was a fine basketball player. Nothing wrong with Houston at all.
So we can't redraft the number one pick. Right?
No. Adam, we're sorry.
I'm shooting for the stars now, so I'm just making sure. Okay.
Well, maybe my next pick or my first pick will give you some inspiration on how you can truly shoot for the stars, Adam. You guys both went location. That's fine. I'm going to go with a musical act, and I'm trying to put on the best concert that we possibly can. And while the land of the living's great, it's 2020. We've got some hologram technology. We can bring back someone that once graced the earth. That's right. I am going with a hologram of Prince for my first round draft pick for a musical artist. Got to bring back Prince. Basically, no one I know dislikes Prince, and anyone that does, not a friend of mine. So I'm going to go with Prince. We're going to rock out.
That's a great choice, Ryan. I'm on the same wavelength as you. My first round draft pick is also going to be the musician and Prince's rival. While they were both alive, I'm going dead also. It's actually, if you're watching the video, he's in my background right now. Michael Jackson. I'm going Michael Jackson. Ooh. To me, the greatest entertainer of all time. If I'm going to have somebody entertain, I'm going to go for the best. So Michael Jackson is my first round draft pick. And then I'll follow that up. I'm going to take the first host. I was nervous that you guys would take this guy. To me, the best comedian of all time, and he's still living, thankfully. So we can book him. Dave Chappelle is going to be my host. I mean, you got Dave Chappelle and Michael Jackson. I'm killing this draft.
Come on.
That may or may not have been my pick.
Are you serious?
Yes.
Man, you went with Houston before you went with Dave Chappelle?
Yes. I needed to set the location. But whatever.
He wanted to set the scene, set the ambiance, but
dude,
we came to win.
If I got Michael Jackson and Dave Chappelle, we can do this thing in Enid, Oklahoma, and it's going to be the best draft of all time. I don't care where we do it.
Yes.
All right. So with my second round draft pick, I guess I'm going to go location, just lock this down. Christine and I actually, when we were kind of talking about doing this draft, Ibiza was also the place that I was thinking to hold my draft. That's okay. I'm just going to go with Las Vegas. Look, we don't have to take an expensive trip across the pond. Cheap flights. We can get a ton of people there. This is going to be a draft for the people. So I'm just going to root mine in Las Vegas.
Nice.
That's solid.
First thing you need to know about Ryan, he will do anything to make an excuse to go to Las Vegas. So
especially now that my Raiders are there, there's no point to leave. I just might move there.
This pick is not surprising to me at all.
Yeah.
But, okay.
I'm just going to start applying to anyone in Vegas. Hey, do you need a sports writer just for anything in Vegas? I'll go. Sure. Golden Knights, Raiders, doesn't matter.
Easy money.
Boy.
Okay, well, location's already gone. I'm going to go with artist next. And I'm going to go for someone that's personally my favorite. I think he gives a good mix of, really energetic, but also can, bring it down if that's the mood. I'm going to go with Post Malone.
Oh.
Number one artist. My pick.
Right.
I did not expect Post Malone. I like Post Malone. I'm just shocked.
Posty. Yeah. I think he's killer.
Oh, he's great.
I think he performs live well. I haven't seen him live, but my friends have told me.
Yeah, no, he's a great show.
Yeah, so trying to put on the best show, man. In Ibiza, I mean, come on.
2 years ago, I went to a Post Malone concert here, and that was honestly probably the second or third best concert I've ever been to. and it was just at the Criterion, but he gives such a great show. That's a
Yeah.
solid choice.
Yeah. So
He's a guy that's improved a lot too, because like when he first came out, he not as artistically sound vocally, and he's really worked on it. And you got to respect a guy that's like, I'm going to give a good show, but I also want to ensure that I'm giving a high quality show, no matter how much fun we're having, even if we're here to party or whatever. So a lot of respect to Post Malone, or a lot of respect to that pick.
Yeah.
thanks, man.
Now I have two picks.
Yeah, you have two.
Yeah,
picks
you got
back.
2 picks.
Okay. Well, I'm gonna go with 2 entertainers, just like everybody else. And Christine, you may have guessed this one because it's Houston, Texas. And without Houston, Texas, Brandon, you mentioned Michael Jackson is probably the best performer of all time, but the best female performer of all time is Beyonce. And that's why I'm going to choose Beyonce to headline this draft in her hometown of Houston, Texas. And
Nice.
the person that's going to open for her is Travis Scott, who's also a Houston native.
Nice. I thought you're.
They
Good.
both give great concerts. So
Good show.
I'm going to go with both of them.
Yeah.
Good choices.
Once you said Houston, I was like, he's going Beyonce. He's going big.
I love Beyonce.
I was hoping you're.
My question since I was like 5.
I was hoping you're going to say that Jay-Z was going to be the one opening up for her.
No, you have to move that up to Brooklyn.
No, Beyonce puts on a great show though. Like she's an all-time performer as well. That's a good choice. I've seen her live, and she's fantastic.
He gives such a great show. Jay-Z does too, but I had to give 2 Houston natives some love on this one.
Okay, that makes up for the Houston choice.
Yeah.
I think someone should just come over the top though and draft Destiny's Child, just to be like, so Adam drafted Beyonce. Well, we have Beyonce too, plus the rest of Destiny's Child.
Would they do that though?
I don't.
Back?
I mean, I'm sure
2 musical artists.
Beyonce, which is horrible.
Well, I'm sure Kelly Rowland and Michelle Williams would love it. I mean,
Absolutely.
I think they're unemployed right now, so I'm sure they'd be all over it.
Yeah.
That's a good loophole.
I'm not looking right now for them.
All right, Christine, what do you got? You've already got Ibiza. You've got Post Malone. You going another musical guest, or are you going to grab another host?
This is tough because I don't think you guys would take my musical guest, but I don't want to bank on that.
Decisions. This is what we're going to experience, today when this drops today with the NFL draft tonight. This is exactly what GMs are going to be doing. They're going, man, these musical guests, these players, we gotta weigh that over. While she's thinking, did you guys see that the Detroit GM basically said that our IT guy is going to live in a motorhome in my driveway during the draft? Like, he'll go home at night, but during the draft, he has set up a Winnebago in his driveway with all the IT equipment he'll need to make sure it runs smoothly.
Yeah, that's amazing.
Incredible.
That's amazing.
That's dope.
Yeah, that's pretty amazing. But I'm like, at the end of the day, still the Detroit Lions. I don't care where he's doing the draft from. They're gonna mess it up.
Nothing better than a bunch of old white dudes trying to do IT, right? Like this is the doomsday scenario.
Oh.
Okay. I think I got it. I think I'm gonna go with a host next.
Okay.
I like this guy. We've seen him on the Inside the NBA roast. Killed it. I'm gonna go with Jay Farrow as my host.
Nice. Well, the good thing about Jay Farrow, if you get Jay Farrow, then you have like 100 other hosts because he can do an impression of anybody. So you'll have Denzel as a host. You'll have Eddie Murphy. You'll have Eddie Murphy as a host.
Chris Rock.
President Obama. Yeah, there you go.
Who did he?
You'll get Shaq and Chuck.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah, Shaq and Chuck. He can also do Stephen A. Smith, so he might make an appearance there.
Some analysis for the count. Oh, can you imagine if it's an NFL draft? Jay Farrow as Stephen A. Smith coming out to hate on the Cowboys fans.
It's just magical. I mean, it's too good. It's too good not to imagine.
I don't know. Ryan just said made me hate it. I don't know if I like it anymore.
Hey, it's good TV,
Oh, are you? I'm used to it. It's just another day. No, that's a great choice. Jay Farrow is a great choice.
Thank you very much.
Good job,
I'm
Christine.
going all in, Brandon. I'm going for the win here.
Christine has a great track record in these drafts and these brackets that we've done. She's literally won all of them except for one, and it was the movie draft. So Christine is trying to extend this streak.
Don't get me started on her movie draft, though. I saw you guys' pick.
I will defend those picks until I die, Brandon. Like, you can come for me and I won't care, because that was the one draft where I was like, I don't care if this is popular.
Wait, hold on. I gotta say though, like who chose She's the Man? Because I actually have
Christine,
okay.
She's the Man in the number one overall.
Okay.
We each draft 4 movies. They're going head-to-head bracket style. At number 1 overall, Christine drafts. She has every movie in the world to choose from. She's the Man, which it's a fun movie, but I'm not trying to take She's the Man into a freaking war with.
No. But listen, I had a strategy behind it, because if I drafted it at 4, there's no way it's going to go against The Dark Knight and win. You know what I'm saying? So, like, I made sure to pick it first so that it had the ultimate chance of moving forward. Would that be my number 1 overall pick? No, but out of all the movies, I was like, if I want this to go anywhere, it has to be number 1 so that it has the weakest seed to move forward.
I got to say, I've always had a soft spot for She's the Man. I've been made fun of so hard for being like a grown man that loves Amanda Bynes and She's the Man, but I actually did like that pick. I mean, it wouldn't be in my top 4. It wouldn't be in my top 40, but probably not my top 400. But I still really like that movie. So as much as I'm giving you crap for your overall choices, I actually did like She's the Man.
Thank you. Means a lot. That was my favorite.
Yeah. But Ryan still whipped you overall in the movie draft.
Well, yeah, and I expected that. Like, that was the one draft that I didn't actually care about the outcome for, because I was I'm gonna lose, whatever. I like these movies.
Yeah, so Adam, it was just really interesting, because if you put the 2 lists together, people at home are probably going, how the hell are these 2 lists in the same discussion about movies? Because I drafted The Dark Knight, Inglourious Bastards, Ocean's 11, and Alien. So
okay. And Christine,
4 of my favorites. I love horror movies, so I'm like, Alien's probably obviously the weakest of those, but I love horror movies, have to pick that. Christine was actually shocked. I'm a huge rom-com guy, didn't get How to Lose a Guy in 10 Days.
I was shocked about,
Didn't put Failure to Launch in there. I showed great discipline. And then Christine, what 4 movies did you draft?
I honestly forgot, besides 2 of them, which was She's the Man, The Internship with Vince Vaughn and Owen Wilson,
Mulan.
Just I wanted to. And what was the 4th one that what was it? Oh, Remember the Titans. Remember the Titans was my 4th pick.
I actually like your list. Outside of
Where were you in the votes, Adam?
Outside of She's the Man, I like those last 3 picks. Those are all solid movies, especially with Remember the Titans. It's like top 2 sports movies for me. So
me too. Yeah, I had to do a sports movie in there for sure, and I think Remember the Titans is my number 1, if not top 3.
I mean, it's between Remember the Titans and Coach Carter for me. But
okay.
Movies. Whose turn is it? Is it my turn?
It's me.
No, it's
okay. I was about to say.
You literally just went, Adam.
I did?
It was me, and then it was you went, and then I went.
It was, then you went. Okay.
Yeah.
It's back-to-back picks, but whatever. Yeah, it's fine.
It's back to me. It is my selection, and I am going to pick a host for the draft. I really like the comedy route that both Brandon and Christine have gone, but this is, after all, a sports event. A lot of the people that are going to a draft are sports fans, so I want a guy that can do comedy and sports, entertain at a high level, and that is why I'm going to draft Bill Simmons to be the host of my draft. He can give you NFL, he can give you NBA, it doesn't matter what draft we're doing. He's funny, he can antagonize any fan base he wants. He brings a certain, pop culture knowledge. He's not afraid to just say what he feels. And so for that reason, I'm going to bring Bill Simmons on to host my draft.
Ooh.
Brandon is like, I'm out. I'm not going to Ryan's draft. I don't care if Prince is performing. I've been run off by Bill Simmons.
No, honestly, you had me at your draft once you said Prince. It really didn't matter who else you got. You could have Kevin Durant hosting, and I'll still show up if you got Prince performing. You're all good, man.
Perfect.
Oh my
perfect.
god. I could never show up if Kevin Durant would be there. Be like, forget that. Ew.
No, Bill Simmons. I mean, that's it.
That would be
I'll
the
give you points
driest-
for it being a unique pick, though. I'll give you points for that. What were you gonna say, Adam?
Oh, I was just saying, if Kevin Durant was hosting anything, that would be the driest situation ever. It just
Stop this.
no personality, a lot of shade thrown. I just no. Kevin Durant's a no.
I wish Kevin Durant was like tricked into thinking he was hosting something and then shows up and it's a celebrity roast about Kevin Durant.
Because there's no way he would actually show up to his own roast if he
No.
knew he was going to one.
No, there's no way. So like you trick him by being like, oh, we want to honor you. We want all eyes on you. You deserve this. He shows up. We're like, yes, we're roasting you.
Well, I feel
Gotta
like
take
for
it.
a hosting thing, you'd get one of two Durants. You'd get the I want to please everyone, so only just the most 10,000-foot view jokes that everyone's gonna laugh at, or he would just be throwing shade left and right. And I'd be interested to see which one you get. Now, one joke in, you'd know, and then I'm bored. But there'd at least be that intrigue with Durant hosting.
Yeah, I mean, now I kind of want to see it. To be honest, I would actually go to that draft.
Anything.
Well, see, then I would just be like waiting until the musical guest. You know when there's like every artist like that goes on tour has like the first person to kind of warm up the crowd, and half the time you're like, oh wait, they're actually pretty good, and you check out their stuff, and the other half the time you're like, when is my guy coming on the stage? That's what it would be like for me. I'd be like, get Kevin Durant off. Like I'm trying to see Prince. Like it's all I'm here for. Not paying attention to him.
Fair. So we'll see if I can battle through. The crowd went mild on Bill Simmons, but I like my draft, obviously. So
Obviously.
It's unique. It's a unique pick. All right, so my my next pick, I'm gonna choose my other musical performer. I guess I just think that there's better dead musicians than living musicians. The rest of the band is alive, but I got to bring Freddie Mercury back. Queen is going to be my other musical artist. So you got Michael Jackson, the R&B and pop, and then you got Queen with classic rock. Man, Michael Jackson and Queen and
That's
Dave Chappelle.
legendary.
Not bad.
Brandon, you're
Yeah.
gonna make a ton of money
Where-
on Gate on this.
Have you had a location yet?
No,
Well,
that's
that's
Okay.
next. Yeah,
That's what I thought. I was like, where's this at? Where's my ticket?
All right. So get ready, you guys. So ideal location. You got Michael Jackson, Queen, Dave Chappelle, all legends in their respective fields. You're going to bring it home literally to Oklahoma City.
Nice.
Oh, you're gonna win with that one.
Yeah.
Oh my
Nice.
god.
Good homer pick. You gotta.
That's a good one.
Thank you. It'd be great for our economy. It'd be great for the city. It'd be great for each of us. We'd be guaranteed credentials. Like if this was happening like in Europe or even Houston, all of us would be shut out from credentials. We're like, hey, Michael Jackson, Queen, and Dave Chappelle, there's only so many credentials to go around. Oklahoma City will get credentials. And the economy is great. We don't have to worry about like not getting flights because of the coronavirus. Like we'll just like drive down the road.
Go right down the street.
Yeah.
You got
Brandon's
Michael
trying to make it
Jackson.
home before 10:30.
Michael Jackson moonwalking on the Devon Tower.
Absolutely. This would be perfect.
Let's go,
And
Michael Jackson.
I knew that I could use this as my last pick. I knew it was safe to choose Oklahoma City
Good
last. I knew
choice.
nobody else would be picking it, so I knew it'd be safe. So yeah, you're welcome, Mayor David Holt. Just making your job easier, man. Yeah.
Brilliant. You're already gonna make a ton of Gate because everyone's like, hey, I can pay for one ticket and see Queen with Freddie Mercury and Michael Jackson. I'm showing up. Now you're just like, put it in a central location. Everyone can get here. We don't have to go anywhere. Brilliant, honestly.
And Dave Chappelle. Like you get Dave Chappelle to like open up, get
Oh,
some laughs,
yes.
and then you party. Oh, that's so good.
Dude, absolutely. The greatest party of all time is going to take place in Oklahoma City. You're welcome, guys.
And tell your kids about it.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
All right. I think we've been big-brained by Brandon here, but we must go on. I'm going to try to compete. So it's no Oklahoma City, but we're headed back to Las Vegas. So I hope everyone's okay with that. For this, we've got the hologram of Prince performing. Bill Simmons is opening up. So I wanted to go with, I had to really fight against inside of me. Like, I want Justin Timberlake there, but I've already got Prince. We've already kind of filled that, pop R&B type lane. You could go with one of the Vegas hometowners. Imagine Dragons are big right now. I love the Killers, Vegas hometown, but
big Killers fan.
Go big. Go big. Same with the Killers, but go big. We're going to bring back a group that doesn't tour together anymore. We're going to bring back a group that doesn't perform together. We've got Andre 3 Stacks and Big Boy. We are forming Outkast once again. Prince and Outkast are going to be my musical guests. That's a draft that not even Bill Simmons could screw up.
You lost me there.
You're not an Outkast fan, Christine?
I know one song by Outkast.
Hey Ya.
Hey Ya. Yeah, that's it. Oh my God.
Miss Jackson.
Hold on.
You know
Miss
the way
Jackson.
you move.
I know Miss Jackson.
You're from the South and you don't know Outkast?
Okay.
Outkast,
Addam.
they're Southern hip-hop legends.
Okay, calm down. I'm originally from California, and I moved to Houston when I was like 10 or 12.
I don't think being from California gives you a pass for not.
I think it does.
Outkast.
I think it does. Because he's in the South, and so I'm like, listen. I listened to my parents made me listen to the Beach Boys and Seal. I don't know what to tell you.
Hey, first of all, the Beach Boys are awesome.
They're great. Underrated.
But that said, I think you guys need to edit this portion of the show out just to save Christine's reputation.
Okay.
Real quick. I may be able to save Christine here. What year were you born?
1998.
Okay, so it's kind of under. She
That's true. That's true.
Because right when you were born is really when they were like at the height of their career, right there. So
okay.
Now to bury her again, I was only born 2 years earlier. Hey Ya was big when I was in kindergarten, and I still had the good sense to circle back and appreciate what good music is. So same with Prince. Prince is my other draft pick, and
that's true.
So
I'm not getting into this. You can't compare Outkast and Prince like that.
I'm with Christine on that. I mean, like, Prince is iconic. Like, he's a different level.
Everyone knows Prince. It doesn't matter where you were in your life. You know Prince.
Oh, my gosh. I just realized having this conversation that Christine was 1 year old when Prince was partying like it was 1999. What? Wow. So, yeah, that puts some perspective on it. I do got to ask, though, like, okay, so you said you're from the South. You only know one Outkast song. How many Nelly songs do you know? Because if you know more Nelly than you know Outkast, then we got an issue.
I know more Nelly than I do.
I love it.
Christine walks around with the Band-Aid on under the eye.
Oh, my head hurts.
All right,
sorry. I'll do my homework after this is over. I promise. I'll get an education about Outkast.
Yeah, you've been attacked on all fronts. All you can do is outdraft us at this point, and it's your pick.
It's my pick. I'm not going dead artists like everybody else because I want to.
Andre 3000 and Big Boy are very much alive. Thank you very much.
I'm gonna go with someone that I grew up listening to, who's still living, still thriving, still having a good time, and that's Bruno Mars. I'm gonna round out a musical artist with Bruno.
I like it.
He always gives a good time.
She did. She redeemed herself with that one. I like that pick.
Thank you.
He's of like all like the current pop stars, I think he's the best performer, entertainer that there is right now.
Absolutely. I mean, I think there's a lot of good artists that just don't perform well. And I think with these things, you have to be like a better performer than sometimes you are like a singer. So.
Right. I mean, like you got like, I like obviously like Beyonce, like she's like another level too. But I mean, like as far as like ones like artists that of like like to me, like she's like kind of a different generation than him. Not that she's that much older, but they're kind of like different eras. I think of this era, he's the best entertainer there is.
Yeah, he's a great one for sure, which is why he's going to be at my draft.
In Ibiza,
partying it up. I mean, I can't imagine a better concert. Like you're trying to get away, you get a ticket, Come on, like.
I'm just kind of sad no one's putting their draft on the moon or something like that. But
Oh, that would have been perfect for me with Michael Jackson.
yeah,
Moonwalker.
There's no gravity.
Yeah.
Then he's moonwalking on the moon.
Exactly. So many
instead you went with
regrets.
Oklahoma
Easy
City.
money, Brandon.
Darn.
Hey, the moon, Oklahoma City. It's a tough
basically
choice.
the same thing.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it really is.
Well, I'm gonna have Russell Westbrook, so suck that.
Nice. Is he your host?
No.
Oh, okay.
He'll be in Houston. He'll be in
You almost set it up like he was.
Yeah.
No, he'd
That
be
would've been
a host as well.
That would have been an incredible dismount, though.
Russell would be a
With
horrible.
Russell Westbrook.
Well, as far as a host goes, this is a tough one for me because I want to go with somebody that's in sports, that knows a little bit about what they're talking about, but I also want somebody with some personality that can, crack some jokes or at least make people laugh thinking that they're funny. So, I've been thinking long and hard. I went through a lot of comedians. I went through a few artists. I went through a few athletes, but I also went through a few local radio personalities, which I still think would be a good choice.
That's a good call.
Fair.
So, with that being said, I'm going to pass up my idol, Stephen A. Smith, and go with local hometown legend, Jerry Ramsey.
Nice.
Whoa.
Wow.
And welcome the fabulous Beyonce and Travis Scott to the stage.
Nice.
Incredible.
Honestly, great pick.
So I'm putting
Do you
Jerry
guys?
on the spot. He can't let me down, but
Dude, first of all, I got to say that's a fantastic pick. But do you think that Jerry even knows who Travis Scott is?
No, and that's why it'd be so funny.
that's why
He would be like, he seems cool. He's gonna perform. Everyone get excited. I don't know what's gonna happen.
I just imagine.
You gotta know Beyonce.
Just imagine Jerry walking out there and just yelling "World Star," just very, very loud. Put it into the atmosphere.
Dude, Jerry's hilarious. I love that choice. He would make a fantastic, much better choice than Bill Simmons as host. Sorry, Ryan.
Sad.
When
Sad.
you said local radio, I would thought Eddie. For a
Eddie's a
second.
good choice too. Yeah.
I feel like Eddie would be
good too.
really funny.
Also, I didn't know that we could do musical groups. I would have chose Earth, Wind, Fire.
Ooh, nice.
Like,
Classic.
easily.
You could have asked the rules.
I did not ask the rules, and that is on me. That is on me. But if we were to do a redraft.
Well, maybe when the NBA draft comes around, we can do a second hit of it if we're still having to do some Zoom drafts. But real quick, let's just recap it. So Team Addam, Team Regret, is it's being located in Houston, Texas. Beyonce and Travis Scott are your musical performers, and Oklahoma City's very own Jerry Ramsey will be the host to weave us through such a star-studded affair. Over to Christine, we are all flying to Ibiza to go attend Christine's draft, where Post Malone and Bruno Mars will headline as Jay Farrow will be our host. To Ryan's draft, back to the U.S., we're going to Las Vegas, where the hologram of Prince and the Outkast reunion will headline. Bill Simmons will host. All before we head back home to humble Oklahoma City for Brandon's team. Brandon's draft will have Michael Jackson. It will have Queen with Freddie Mercury, and Dave Chappelle is going to be the host. All at home here in OKC. Guys, thank you so much for tagging along and for joining us for our inaugural selection spectacle. It was a lot of fun.
Absolutely. Are we going to put this on Twitter for people to vote on the best draft?
Yeah, we're going to put out a poll on Thursday when this all goes out, and we'll leave it open for a couple of days so that everyone can filter through it and vote. So we'll have knowledge on who had the best draft to go to. I don't know how many people want to go to Oklahoma City, but I mean, if Michael Jackson's going to be there, I'm
Jackson's going to be there. I'll be
sure
right
everyone's going to come. I'm so mad.
I can be in Antarctica, and I will be there.
Exactly.
So,
real quick, do you guys think the season's going to be canceled, or do you think we're going to be able to finish it realistically?
I think we'll finish it. I think that the NBA players, they're going to want to finish the season. Regardless when it's you just can't have an incomplete season. Now, I don't know about finishing actually the regular season. I think we'll do something like 3 or 4 or 5 games of the regular season and then going into the playoffs.
Yeah. kind of like a round robin and just kind of getting guys back warm and stuff, and then.
Yeah, because you can't just like throw them back into the playoffs with no warm up. But yeah, I just don't think that, like, especially, let's be honest, LeBron and the Lakers have so much pull and carry so much weight, and they're the 1 seed, and LeBron's, career is dying down. If he's going to win another one, there's going to be a lot of pressure and a lot of money pressure for them to finish this season, since they're the number 1 seed and they have a shot. They don't want to cut into his title window and take away another shot for him to win one.
Well, and
my Lakers get this one.
And for that reason, like, I feel like the season's definitely going to finish, but it'll be, I think, the models of it'll all happen in one city, where you basically hole up all the NBA teams in one city. For that reason, I think, like, it'll probably be LA, because you've got the Lakers and the Clippers, who both, LA is your money market. You've got the LeBron factor, but in the same city, you've got Kawhi and Paul George, who another team, great title chances. I think that we'll end up seeing it be in LA, because you've got the Staples Center, you've got both their practice facilities that you can run it in. You can probably commandeer USC and UCLA's gym. You've got just a lot of potential to put a bunch of teams up in hotels and basically say, you're going to this facility, you're going to that facility, and you can better close it off that way, I think.
Yeah.
So you believe more in the whole hub city theory of Jerry Rand?
Bubble, yeah.
Okay.
Did you read Keith Smith's piece on Disney World? It's pretty interesting. Read Keith Smith. It sounds ridiculous, but Disney World would actually be they have like a ton of like courts and space and land. They could host the whole thing. It sounds bizarre, but it's actually a pretty good idea. And it's a neutral site. Like, I do wonder, like, I'm with Ryan, LA would make the most sense. But I do wonder if there'll be some, pushback on that, just because it would give a big advantage to the Clippers and Lakers, who are already going to be the top 2 seeds anyways.
Title favorites, yeah.
Yeah. Of course, then again, there's not going to be any fans, so I don't know if there's any like advantage at all to having in any city or not. I don't know.
Well, a ton of the players in the league already live in LA too. Like Chris Paul's in LA right now. We saw that with the horse challenge. Right. So if everyone's going to stay in hotels, it's not like
that's true.
It's not like a normal road trip where, LeBron and everyone's at home and the Thunder are staying in a hotel. You're going to have to put everyone up in hotels for this bubble to become a thing. So
that's true. What sucks is I think that, like, definitely there's not going to be any sort of we're not going to be at any regular season games at the arena, like the 4 of us, and like have the old crew back for a while, I don't think, which sucks. Yeah. That won't be until the next season, whenever that starts.
Oh, real quick, be sure that you follow Addam. Addam, plug your shit.
Huh?
Plug your shit.
Oh, yeah. We're still on the podcast. Okay, yeah. Follow me at Suave Fransisco on Twitter, Suave Fransisco _. And if that's too hard to spell, just check out the suavereport.com. Spell Suave like the hair care product. That's me. We cover sports fashion, sports culture, and just plain old sports. We kind of embody the whole sports world. So give us a follow, and we'll appreciate that.
Brandon, your turn.
Yeah, you can follow me at Brandon Rahbar, BrandonRahbar. Ryan knows how to spell it. I appreciated that in the group text the other day.
You're welcome.
Corrected Jerry Ramsey's spelling. I appreciate you looking out for me. But yeah, give me a follow or follow Daily Thunder at Daily Thunder. Thank you guys.
I want to admit that I put it in my phone first, like as the right spelling, and then I saw Jerry put Rahbar, and I was like, I'm right though. And then I saw Ryan's follow-up text that corrected it, but I was like, yes. So
nice.
I also knew.
Nice. Thank you, Christine. Appreciate it.
But guys, thank you so much. We really appreciate you hopping on. We'll talk to you next time.